Wondering, as president, what will you do to expand national service opportunities so that a year of service becomes a common opportunity and expectation in America?
So I think that is a terrific question. The question is about a year of service for young people and more interest for it. It suggested different options like Teach for America. You know, I'll tell you, I think public service is a wonderful thing. And I think the more we can encourage people to devote their time to public service, the better that is. Teach for America is a wonderful program. It's a program I've supported a long time. It does an amazing job bringing talented young teachers into schools that are struggling and makes a real difference in people's lives. You know, I think we should encourage public service in every capacity. Now, I don't think the government should be forcing.
I gotta get to this tape.
There's some who suggest a mandatory public service. I think that's a mistake. But I do think a president can call, you know, as John F. Kennedy so powerfully did, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. And I do think a president can urge us to aspire to our higher angels. I'll tell you, anytime I talk to young people at, say, a commencement speech, what I urge them to do is find your passion. Think about when you go to bed at night, when you wake up in the morning, what is the first thing on your mind? What excites you? What brings you joy? And live your passion. And what I also urge young people is think about what you want written on your tombstone. When you're gone, what is the legacy you want to leave? And the point I make is, listen, no one ever remembers, no one will ever talk about, well, you know, he had a really great flat screen TV. Material possessions don't make a lot of difference in the big picture. The only thing people talk about, the only thing that leaves a lasting difference is what difference did you make in somebody else's lives? How did you change your community? How did you impact your loved ones? How did you help lift someone who was struggling into a better place? And people have all sorts of ways of public service. Many do it through their church. Many do it through mission work. You know, my wife, Heidi, is the daughter of missionaries. And so as a little girl, she lived in Africa. She lived in both Kenya and Nigeria when her parents were Christian missionaries there. And her grandfather spent over 30 years as a missionary in Africa. And so public service is a wonderful thing in many capacities. And I'll tell you, as president, I hope to champion it, to speak out for it, and encourage everyone to make a positive and meaningful difference in our communities and to make a difference in the lives of those around us.
Thank you, sir.